Welcome back to another episode of Podcast with No Name. I'm your host this week, Manny, along with my co-hosts, Ricky and Isaac. Welcome to say what's up.
As Isaac
Sup?
is smooth eating his food and everything like that. What are you eating right now, my friend? What are you eating?
Yeah, broccoli.
I'm eating carne asada, mushrooms, and onions.
Fancy.
That's what's up.
That's fancy.
Is it mixed or is it like separate? Because that'd be weird if it was separate.
No, it's mixed.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Sounds good. Um, how have you guys been this week? You guys been good?
I mean, we just finished Thanksgiving.
Had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You
and all
guys
that
thankful
stuff.
for anything?
Kind of late on that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have asked it last week, but kind of forgot.
Well, for been another day. There we go. Can't hate on that.
I just said not getting the Rona. Um, yeah, knock on
Yeah.
wood.
uh, s- speaking
Okay.
of speaking of the Rona, I just saw something before we started recording, and it says cases U.S. U.S. coronavirus cases by month in 2020. So October was 1.9 million. Does anyone want
That's
to?
like a lot.
Does anyone want to guess November this month since we're recording on the last day of November?
2.4.
How much?
Number of cases.
Million?
Cases. It's 1.9
2.4.
1.9 million for October. What's the guess for November? Manny said 2.9.
2.4. I said.
2.4. Sorry, I went off the other number too.
I'm guessing it's 2.9. I'm kidding.
I want to say I'll go probably 3 million because a lot of other states were going purple too.
Technically, Isaac is the closest, but it is 4.2 million.
Damn.
Whoa, that's like
I
almost.
was
5
hoping
million.
I was wrong though. I wasn't gonna lie. I was hoping I was wrong.
Yeah, that was posted.
4 million?
That was posted as of 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time today, November 30th. So,
What do you guys think is gonna happen, man? I don't know. You think we're gonna go back into another shutdown?
okay. It's not technically not
Probably.
a shutdown in a way. Calling it a shutdown would be like closing everything
Quarantine.
else.
There you
go. A stay-at-home order is most likely in the mix. The governor of California just mentioned there's a possible chance of that happening. It just depends on
I won't doubt it.
It just depends on how cases goes and all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Because apparently like a couple of like the bigger couple of the counties that are like in purple are almost near capacity for hospitals and everything.
For hotel. There's
Man,
plenty of
those
hotels.
hospitals are comfy, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's crazy though.
They're like, yo, I got a suite.
So it's like, you got to know. It's like, you got to do your part. That's all we got to say. Do your part.
Yeah. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, sanitize.
Honestly, why weren't people washing their hands before this? That's what I want to know.
You do real
were
like
people not washing their hands before this?
like you do. No. It's honestly, it's a true thing. People do not wash their hands. I can attest to that because I've seen it.
That's disgusting.
And what's more funny about that, Manny? It happens at our own church.
That's disgusting.
And all that stuff.
Like, I'll get like I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Like, my hands are always dirty actually, but like, as in like bodily stuff. Like, always wash your hands like this.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
That should be a normal.
I apologize for calling out my church like that, but it's true. It's true. Even before COVID.
Yeah, it's true.
And all that stuff. You would not believe
that's disgusting.
the number of kids I would have to like stop to not have to make sure they wash their hands even before this is before COVID too, and all that stuff
That
and everything. It's like
I have a feeling.
Like I'm washing my hands. I'm seeing them start to walk the door. I'm like, hold up. Where are you going? Where are you going? It's like out. I'm like, no, you're not. Wash your hands. It's like,
They're
but
like, nah.
they're like, but no. Wash your hands. And all that stuff.
Like, nah.
Wash your hands. Like, get over here. You're not getting out that door until you wash your hands. All right. And they come and then start washing their hands.
Be like, some man was keeping me in the bathroom. He wouldn't let me leave.
If they pull that, I would have been like, I leave. If they would have pulled that, I would have been like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't need this accusation.
Oh yeah, if you did to like some stranger kid.
Watch out.
And it's the
You're gonna get got.
Well, excuse me for like being the adult.
Apparently, you can't.
Apparently, teaching actual responsibility for kids.
There's two things you can't do at our church, Ricky. It's call kids Patrick Star. Keep them in the bathroom.
I still remember that day, man.
Oh,
dude, that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was
Even calling him Patrick Star. It just said they just said Patrick, and I was like Star. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Dude, that was hilarious.
Oh.
I like how
mom was like,
we were sitting right. We were sitting in front of them, and they didn't even say anything.
Did they laugh at it? That's the one question I want to know.
No, they got angry.
They went to some usher, and they were like,
I meant the
that
kids.
dude's making fun of my kid.
I meant the kids. I understand the parents being upset.
Nobody else heard us. It was just us.
Oh, you didn't loudly say it. You didn't loudly say it. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I said it loud.
Was just like,
oh
yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. Like, did people laugh and all that stuff, or
but like
besides the parent?
Really
no, nobody laughed.
No, it was just
in the midst of all like yelling.
Talk about not having a sense of humor.
Dude, the lady was like, that guy over there is name calling my son and blah blah, and I was like,
it's not.
No, it wasn't. Said his name was Patrick, and I was just like Star, like not saying he's Patrick Star, but I'm just saying the name, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, like Pastor Sal was just like, just be careful what you say, you know, these parents are sensitive. I'm like, too sensitive.
Dude, that was.
I just like the fact you just name dropped them.
I don't care. What you gonna do about it? Cancel me?
I'm just saying.
Call me Mr. Chimney. I want the smoke. You guys haven't heard that? No? Okay.
No.
Anyways. You haven't heard that? There's this one video the dude's like getting all mad. He's like, call me Mr. Chimney. I want the smoke. And it was hella funny.
I want all that smoke.
Anyways, well, I didn't say it at the beginning, but if you guys are listening to this, you can listen to this on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Anchor. On YouTube, we air every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Yeah, so make sure you watch the videos, and also hit that little subscribe button and the bell. Make sure you share it with your friends. So you guys heard
That's the clip. That's the clip.
I couldn't ignore that one.
That's the clip.
He's in there podcasting.
That's the clip. Oh man.
Man, that's funny. You didn't hear that? Your own house, you didn't hear that?
Oh my god, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
I don't know who said it.
It was his mom.
Well, all I heard was like, he's in there podcasting.
It was his mom. It was his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
My niece are looking for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That's the clip. That's the clip.
So you heard that one dude, right? The Darth Vader guy.
The one dude.
Away,
wow. Plays one of the most
iconic.
I can't remember his name.
Plays one of the most iconic characters in science fiction history, and then you say that you call him that one guy. Wow, that's so disrespectful.
I know 3 actors by name, Ricky.
Honestly, that's not surprising. Honestly, that's not surprising.
Yeah,
but still though.
Oh no, 4. I know 4 actually.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, 4 people.
Yep.
Actors.
Name.
He knows 4 people.
That's it.
Famous by name.
Yeah, I
I
don't
bet
really
it's
like.
Arnold
Dude.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, 5. There you go.
Oh my god.
No. Watch. We just say
Off the top of
random
my head,
names.
I just knew 4.
Watch. We just say random. We just start saying names, and he'll be like 6, 7,
Keanu Reeves.
8.
You know
Oh,
who
yeah,
Keanu Reeves is,
6.
bro. Come on, man. I was
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just it's like I know
I was
I know who
concerned
they
for a
are,
second.
but like if I'm just watching the movie, I'm like, oh, what's that his name? And they're like Keanu Reeves. I'm like,
No,
oh,
it's
Okay,
true.
let me hear your
one
list
movie.
because they're probably people I've never heard before because you picked some random ass people like in like the 80s or something. I'm just like, who's that?
Oh man. Okay, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, Kurt Russell,
Wait, first
um,
one? What was the
Samuel
first?
Jackson,
What was the first one?
John Wayne,
Okay.
First, yeah. Second one?
Clint Eastwood,
Okay.
Kurt Russell,
Okay.
Clint Eastwood,
Okay.
Samuel Jackson,
Okay. Wait, hold on. That's 4 I heard so far.
Mike Myers.
Okay.
Nice.
Talk-
Not a bad list.
It's not a bad list.
Those are two that like it's easy. It's easy for me. Like just boom, I know who that is. You know what I mean? Like if I'm watching a movie, like sometimes I'll be like, oh man, what's that his name? Like I'll know it, but like I can't remember it. And then like I see it after like that day after, I'll be like, oh, that's his name. You know what I mean? But like those actors are the ones that's like I know who that is.
See Manny by himself and being like, that's him. I remember.
That's him. That's him.
Yeah.
No,
It's like Kevin Spacey. It's like what the heck?
Like in the middle of you guys playing like Fortnite. That's his name. Ricky's like, what now?
Those are facts.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
was
actual
watching the
facts.
movie earlier.
Those are actual facts. Speaking of
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Because like I don't like. I mean, sometimes I look it up. Like if I know I don't know the actor's name, but like usually I won't really look it up because like, but like I'll try to remember it because like I know their names. It's just it's hard for me to like remember just automatically because like I have other things to think about, not just remembering actors' names. Like it's not
See
a
that?
goal of mine.
It, it's
Do you know
not, it's
Ryan
not,
Reynolds?
It's not a goal of any of ours.
Yeah, it's Daredevil. Deadpool. I almost said Daredevil.
There you go.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He almost. I said
No.
Ryan Reynolds.
He
and
said
was like,
no.
go
I
ahead.
could have sworn he just said Daredevil right now.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
time
I
he's
said
like
I
Daredevil.
almost
He's
said
like,
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Anyways,
As long as you know 4
so he
people, that's
passed
good.
away.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
You didn't even
So
say
he
the
passed
dude's.
away.
You didn't say the dude's name.
I don't remember the dude's name. The guy who played Darth Vader.
How are you?
Okay, to be honest, I don't know his name. So Ricky, tell us his name.
Dave Prowse.
So-
If I said the last name right,
Yeah.
Prowse.
Mr. A.
Dave
Prowse
Prowse.
passed
There
away
you
at
go.
85.
Former weightlifter.
He passed away
A long
at
life.
85
Former
because he's a
weightlifter.
weightlifter.
Former weightlifter.
Really?
He's just,
No, that's pretty cool.
that's crazy. He didn't look like a weightlifter. He looked pretty tall and slim.
Green Crossing
Honestly,
in the 1970s.
yeah, I only look up like people I like as a movie, then I look up the cast.
Well, you have
Yeah.
you have to know for like particularly for this person in particularly, he was the one in the suit the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't the voice, right?
He was not. He was never the voice, and everything.
Yeah, see.
And I'm pissed off.
That's why I
right
don't
now.
really remember his name.
I'm pissed off right now because I can't remember the name. And he's one of my favorite actors.
Isn't the one who did the voice the one who did Mufasa?
Yes.
Oh, Earl James
Earl
Jones.
Yeah, there you go.
James
Earl
Jones.
Yeah.
James
James
Earl
Jones.
Jones.
I got
Yeah,
it mixed
James
backwards.
Earl Jones.
And all that stuff.
You're like,
I
oh,
hate
James
when I
Jones.
hate that. I hate when that happens. But yeah, so yeah, he's the guy in the suit. More in particularly. So, but like he's done Vader. He did Vader for the original trilogy, too. He did and all, and
But not the new one.
he never did any of the other ones, and all that stuff. So it's like, and all that stuff. It's always been someone. It's always been a different person, after the original trilogy.
So.
For those ones.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He was
He died at
tall then,
85.
85 is the age, if I saw that correctly on the article.
That's a pretty
What
good
did I?
age to go.
That's a good
It
time.
is. It is.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it does say he was
Because you don't want to be too old, but then.
a former bodybuilder, and he's done a
Nice.
series. He's done a
Wow.
series of roles as monsters and villains before being invited by George Lucas to do Vader.
Now
Wow.
I wonder what it takes for them to be like, you're the guy we want, to play in the suit the whole time. Like, was it his walk? Was it his mannerisms? They're
Most
just like,
likely,
Probably
that's
body
Vader.
shape.
the fact that the fact already he was a former bodybuilder, that already says something right there.
Yeah.
And he was tall. I mean,
Mhm.
Vader was pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I think you have to have like a certain way to act out emotion without speaking. I feel like.
I never got to finish the
I feel like you
article.
have to know how to do that.
I never got to finish.
Yeah,
I
that's
never got.
probably like one of the main things to do. Sorry, Ricky.
I fucking swear. I never got to finish the article, but I just saw
I'll
this
finish
right
the
now.
sentence.
I just saw this right now. It's like it says at the end of this paragraph. He was the professional trainer who prepared Christopher Reeves for the role of Superman in 1978. That is pretty interesting.
How do you put what?
He was the personal trainer for Christopher
That's cool.
Reeves, who played Superman.
Oh, got you. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's
He
pretty
built
cool.
Superman.
Yeah, so that's pretty.
You
Well,
didn't
he
technically say
didn't
that. I
build
guess,
him
huh?
too tough.
Yeah.
That horse took him out.
Uh,
It kind of with this right here. I mean, it like all honesty, like rest in peace to him and all that stuff for playing
yeah,
a very
obviously.
known character and all that stuff in history, in movie history and all that stuff.
Wait, so then was it him when the Luke took off the helmet? Was that him too, or no?
I don't think so. If I remember correctly.
That's weird. You think it would have been? I feel like it would have been easier.
No, it could have been. It could have been. In all honesty.
Yeah,
Like I'm just
under
trying
all
to.
the makeup and stuff.
Yeah, I like with the makeup and everything. I'm just trying to make sure if it was.
I was wondering because that'd be
I
crazy.
am
That mean they
double-checking.
had 3 Vaders then, because it'd be the one in the suit, which is him, James Earl Jones, which was the voice, and then the person who was him when they took off the helmet. Technically, and then 4 then because you had Anakin, but like, I don't think you count Anakin.
Give me a second.
Because then you have to count the New Age Vaders as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it was not him in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah, Sebastian Shaw was the guy that was the actual actor in the movie
Yeah.
during the reveal and
How
everything.
many came off? Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
He passed away in 19.
Well, I mean, rest in peace to him. It's really sad to see him go, but I mean, I don't know how he died or the reasons. But
I saw an article. I meant to grab it on all that stuff for today. Apparently it's COVID related.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Kind of, Sean Connery just passed away also, but his was pneumonia or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how it starts. You like pneumonia, your lungs get attacked, and then
Yeah, so if you like
it's hard.
pre-existing conditions, or you get COVID,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
it's more fast.
You know what actor is still remaining alive, which I'm wondering like what this person is doing to stay alive is Betty White.
I was just about to guess that.
She has
her,
not.
Dude, her and the Queen, right? Her and the
who?
Queen of England, dude. The
Queen of England. That we're gonna die.
Dude.
She's like what, 90?
I think I'm gonna pass before them. I think I'm gonna pass before them.
Now my thinking is like, is
I
it
don't
just
know.
incredible? My thinking is like, is it incredible genes that's keeping them going, or they just figured
Maybe.
out how to stay happy
The
throughout
fountain
their
of
entire
youth.
lives? Where
It's the fountain of youth. It exists.
Maybe they just
No.
laugh always.
It exists.
he said exists. Why them two though?
Yeah.
I don't.
They found it.
They somehow were able
They
to
were
find
hiking
it.
together. Yeah, they
Oh,
were hiking
that's
together, and they were like, "That's the
Yeah.
youth fountain." And then
what's that fountain over there?
The-
I
the
mean,
base,
then again,
you
how
know.
the hell they were like partnered up? You know, just been like, hey, Queen of England, want to go hiking? Sure.
I don't know.
BFF
Maybe I don't know.
bracelets.
I just go hiking in Betty White. If it was Betty White was just like, hey, you want to go hiking? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go hiking in Betty White. That's dope. But
I do want to go hiking though,
I mean,
and I haven't been hiking in a minute.
last time I went hiking was at this beach in LA. Or near LA. Oh, at Pyramid Lake actually. No, it's at Pyramid Lake. No, it's at LA.
I was gonna
Where
ask
Pyramid Lake is.
and all that stuff before Isaac's question was. I was gonna say like name your Vader moment if you've watched all the Star Wars and all that stuff.
Okay, just with him or like
Just
throughout
Vader in
Star
general.
Wars?
Vader in general. Just Vader in general.
When he fights Ahsoka or when he kills all the younglings.
Damn, that was dark. Straight out the
Because
most
it's like-
horrific
Okay.
scene was like when they killed all those damn children.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Manny was
I
the
feel
only
like
one
it was
smiling
really
in the theaters.
Now, don't get me wrong.
No, I wasn't smiling.
Don't
But
get-
I feel like it was a really important point.
How is that
Like,
important?
It was really important because, like, it showed like his transition that he was willing to do anything and he was really evil. Like, I felt like it was needed.
I don't know if killing children.
I don't know.
Is a good
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, I get what you're saying because like when you like start killing
Yeah,
kids,
like-
you're that
it
you're
really
dark
shows
side for reals.
fully committed to the dark side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's yeah.
'Cause, like,
that's-
up until then,
that's
like,
exactly what it is.
up
Yeah, if
until
you want to
then,
become a
like, yeah,
Sith
he
Lord,
had
just
some
kill
dark side
kids.
moments. With a lightsaber though. Don't
You want
just
to you want
shoot
you
him.
want to be part of the
Oh my
Sith?
God.
You want to be part of the Sith? Just kill all these kids right here. That's how you do it.
True, I mean, kids are like the most innocent, purest things that we know, and just to
Yeah.
kill them off just like that
Oh, sweet
shows how
Jesus.
dark you
Like
are.
that was just showing how much of the dark side he was committed to. Yeah.
Oh,
Because like
it's-
up until then, yeah, he had a lot of dark side moments, but like at that moment, I was like, he's truly dark side. You know what I mean? Like,
not just invading the temple in general and just taking over.
yeah,
the
not just
Republic
that.
and
Because
all that
like,
stuff. No, it's
I
just
mean,
that
yeah,
one.
that's bad, but
It's
like
that one moment of just killing of like
that like solidifies it though. That like
Master-
solidies it.
it's that moment
Because
of,
like
of
it wasn't like
no,
he
no,
had
no.
remorse.
No,
He did not have remorse.
It's like Master Skywalker that we don't know what's happening and everything like that. And then it's just
and it just ignites.
Vaneker just stares at him and all that stuff. They don't show the scene and everything for them, thank God, and all that stuff. And you just like
No.
it just ends it right
Yeah,
there.
That's
I'm
too
glad
far.
they didn't
That's
show the
the-
scene.
That's the
That would've been
pivotal.
horrible.
That's the pivotal moment. That's the moment he turned heel right there
Yeah,
and
I
everything
believe
like
it
that
is.
and everything.
I think that's
I
when
believe
Obi-Wan.
it solidified him.
I
It
think when-
solidified him as a
yeah.
Sith Lord, in my opinion.
I think when Obi-Wan found out about that, he was like, "Oh, yeah, you crazy,
Yeah.
crazy dog."
Yeah.
Oh no, the fight was before. The fight was before after the kids got killed. Okay, never mind. What was I about to say? What was I
No,
about
he
to
said
say?
when Anakin found out.
Oh no! What
Yeah,
I was
I was
talking.
gonna
Well, okay, well, since you meant that, I was like, does that technically count though? I mean, like, yes, he got the name Vader, but he wasn't in the suit yet and everything like that too. In episode.
Yeah,
3.
because he
Did
would
he get the
even
name Vader?
if he wouldn't have gotten
He-
burned
I'm
by
saying, yeah, he
if
got
he
the
wouldn't have
name
gotten burned by Obi-Wan, he wouldn't have gotten the suit. Like if that fight never happened, he would have still been Darth Vader just as himself.
I mean facts, but still, it's like when you hear Vader, you don't think. I don't know. And this is just me, in my opinion. And all I say, when I hear the words Vader, I don't think of kids getting massacred. In all honesty, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think of that. I think of the beginning of episode 4 when he gets into the ship and starts force choking and starts like getting the and then or like when he's force choking one of the admirals and all that stuff during one of the scenes, or even like Rogue One, that infamous that scene right there where he just straight up massacres like in all the rebel forces and all that stuff and everything like that at the end of Rogue One and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Those are what I think of as like iconic moments and all that stuff and everything like that. And I wasn't thinking of turning points, but I guess that works too, at everything, at all that stuff. And then of
Well,
course,
I feel like
shows,
there's
like,
two
how
major
evil he
turn-
was.
In my opinion,
but also of course,
in my opinion, there's two turning points.
I'm not saying turning
Okay.
points. I'm just saying iconic moments.
No, I'm saying in my opinion, like a turning point that like sticks out to me is one when he kills the Tusken Raiders, and
Oh,
then
that's a good one.
two
That's a good one. That's a
when
good
he,
one
when he
right
murders the little kids. Because like that shows like
He
he
did
just doesn't
kill
care. Like, he's just
Tusken.
like, nope, I'm gonna take out these Jedi's.
there. This is too much for
He killed Tusken like kids, and he killed everybody. It was like women,
They're all
men,
Tuskens, yeah.
children
Everybody.
again.
Anybody that was
Was it
there.
children in that? I don't remember
Yeah.
children in that.
Yeah,
in that
I think there was
I
Tusken
think it was
children.
just. I think it was just a. It was a village, yeah. So it had to been.
I like the fact that we're
it was a
assuming
village.
it's a village and everything like that. I'm gonna watch episode 3 now, just to know, just to make
Yeah, look
sure,
at that.
and all that stuff.
Next week I want to kill count.
I do like the Manny brought up the battle against Ahsoka in Rebels. Oh gosh, love that show.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
Yeah.
And everything. That's a good
show.
scene right there. Another moment I like to put forward out is the end of Rebels. Is when Ahsoka drops the end of Clone
Sabers?
Wars. The Clone Wars. I'm talking about particularly Clone Wars. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Clone Wars, the actual the new final season to it, the last ending and all stuff. When Ahsoka drops the saber, fast forwards it to a bit, and then Vader coming down, grabbing the saber and all that stuff, and it's like that little moment between master and apprentice, and all that stuff, and everything. That's a nice one right there too, and all that stuff. Even though it's more of a nice thing than a evil moment. I mean, it's way better than assaulting kids and everything like that. But I digress right there. And all that stuff. I'm never gonna let that go. I'm never gonna let that go. But anyways, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Master Anakin, what's happening?
Honestly, if I was one of those kids and I seen that, I'm like, I'm out, booking it. I ain't finding this fool.
I mean,
It's like that one kid that always goes to the bathroom. He's like, oh, he's just like in the
He's
hallway.
one that lives. Even the train, like he's not really highly trained. He just like we're to learn one thing.
Yeah, he learned like 2 force moves because he's always in the bathroom, just wasting away his time. He's like playing Flappy Bird or something.
That must be like horrific coming out. You're just like, Johnny, oh my god,
like, oh Billy, it's like, oh Billy.
Oh Billy,
he killed my boy Billy.
Oh man.
They make like a Star Wars Boys in the Hood moment. It's like, oh Ricky. I mean,
and Ricky get shot with the blaster.
No, I knew what you're talking about. I knew what you're talking about. All that stuff.
I could imagine that. Yeah.
I mean, the character's
that'd be
name.
hilarious. I imagine that being like a parody on YouTube. Like it's like a stormtrooper shot Ricky or something. He was like a Jedi. Like
we're going up in a Pinto.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But you guys watch I know Ricky does. Isaac, you watch Mandalorian, right?
Don't spoil
Of course,
it.
the last episode.
Don't
was
spoil
dope.
it.
I'm not, but I'm just saying.
No, Manny in
So
particular.
good.
Manny in particular.
No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say anything. I was just gonna say what you guys' opinions. Like, you guys like how it's going?
Manny's known for spoiling stuff just without trying.
Yeah, dude.
That's why.
This is why he's not in the Avengers.
That's why I gotta pull. That's why I gotta pull it. That's why I have to like tell him like, don't spoil it, and all that stuff. I have to warn him before he says something.
You guys were like, if you guys were like in the Marvel Avengers, he would have to be with Manny at all times during interviews. Be like, Manny.
If we were like cast
Manny?
and if we were like cast members.
Yeah,
and
if you guys were
everything,
casted.
Oh my god.
That would be the worst.
The lengths and they go to not spoil all those movies. Yeah, Manny. I think Manny would get fired on the spot.
Oh my god. Hey, Tom Holland did it, and he revealed some secrets before.
Yeah.
He got lucky with those.
Yeah, Tom Holland revealed a lot of stuff. That's only because everybody loves him so much.
I never listened.
I can just imagine Manny would be like,
I didn't watch those.
and he could be like, man, and that, like, yeah, that Thanos snap was just crazy. They're just like, what? Huh? Like, he's like, are you serious?
That's exactly what Manny would do. Like, huh? Huh? Like,
what happened?
God damn it!
You guys seen the movie? No,
It's like, no.
You guys seen the movie? Remember when he snaps everybody away?
No, Manny. No. This would be Manny. He's like, yeah, that Thanos snap though, right? It's like, what? Yeah, that snap. You saw it, right? I was like, dumb idiot. It's not even out yet.
Look at the rest of like the actors and like the cast. It's like, remember, like half of you guys got snapped away. It's like on the Conan show.
The horror in their eyes as they look at you.
Oh,
You
oh
would-
no.
It's like
I can already feel like their face is getting hot as they're just looking at you, like, bro,
Yeah.
we're all fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, Ricky, get your
Have you seen
boy.
the one where have you seen the one where like War Machine like covers like Tom Holland's mouth like during like an interview?
I don't
Like
watch
Tom
those.
Holland's about to say something, he
Yeah.
just like immediately just covers his mouth. That one's hilarious.
I don't watch those.
Like
I
he didn't
think,
even get to say anything. Like they asked a question, he just covers his mouth.
Well, yeah, because like it was a joke to like a previous thing he did. That's why they do and all that stuff too.
um,
I don't know. I just know it was during an interview. They asked him a question, and then like
no.
he immediately just covers his mouth.
Yeah, because it's most likely because like it's an ongoing joke to something because like I know Tom Holland has done some things to spoil stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's most likely that interview happened after that, which is why you saw he did it immediately. It's more of a
Yeah,
like a
most
joke
likely.
and all that stuff.
I don't know.
what's
It was
that guy's
hilarious.
name? Cumberbatch? What's his first name?
Benedict.
The guy
Benedict
that plays
Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, when they were in an interview, when Tom Holland, he was just like, "Yep, but beep."
Yeah,
And then
that I remember
What?
seeing.
I'm gonna
I
stop
remember-
talking. And when they asked him like a
See?
difficult question, he was like, I got it, don't worry. And then Tom Holland's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think eventually
I think
they were
that
just
one is
like,
jokey.
yeah, I don't even know the.
that one
Yeah,
sounds-
I think
sounded more
eventually
joke between.
they were just not even showing him the real script anymore.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
like they were like black. They were don't they giving them like 5 different scripts that day or something?
Something
I
like
heard- I
that.
heard
They were
someone got,
just
like,
keeping him
5
in the
different
dark.
scripts.
For
Yeah.
Infinity War and Endgame, yeah, because remember those were shot back to
Yeah,
back
for the
Yeah.
ending.
for Infinity War and Endgame because those were
Yeah.
shot back to back. So yeah, they had to like change. They like gave them like different scripts so that way to avoid stuff getting leaked and spoiled and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So, man, it worked out at the end.
Yeah, the secrecy,
did.
man.
I mean, though, it's like people, though, there's those people that have been, like, after Infinity War, were like, they're going to come back. I'm like, bruh, we get that. Like, we know. Don't ruin it for us. We're trying to enjoy the moment and all that stuff.
Let me be surprised.
And all that
Honestly
stuff.
though, like
Like, let us enjoy it.
I-
As, like, that's what I
I
hate.
kind of didn't like how they announced other movies though.
What do you mean?
Like I kind of like not like knowing like their contract stuff. So I'm like, oh, but what? You know what I mean? Like, it's like half of them got snapped away. I was like, but a lot of them just signed contracts. You know what I mean?
So you
I
were
kind of
talking
like
about,
not knowing that.
like, this previous phase, like, how everything was announced?
Yeah, how they were like, oh, so and
So
so
you
signed a
do-
contract. You know what I
But
mean?
you do
I kind
realize,
of like not knowing that.
but you do realize to that fact of when those originally got announced, since then a movie got removed from this whole schedule, a movie got a name change, and then Spider-Man got introduced.
They
Into
didn't
the
announce the
MCU.
movies though. They just
Huh?
said that so and so got. They didn't. I don't think they announced the names. They just said, "Hey, they signed another contract."
So I'm talking about phase 3 in general, that the recent phase we just got done with. Those movies
I
got
thought we got for the phase 4.
no, we're
Or we're
starting
going
phase-
into phase 4.
We're going into phase 4. I'm talking about what we just finished
Oh,
right
okay.
now and all that stuff. We
Yeah, the
my bad. Let
Would
me
you-
rephrase that. 2 movies got added into them. 2 movies got added. 1 got removed, and 1 got a name change. There we go.
what movies got added?
Spider-Man.
Okay,
And everything. So
I said 2 movies.
Spider-Man.
A long pause. Like, he just
Spider-Man.
didn't believe
Homecoming, Far From Home. There's only been 2 movies.
Those got added. I thought they were originally there.
No.
I thought they were originally announced.
See?
Oh,
See?
But
So
then, like when they came out,
like-
like
like I
Black
said-
Panther got snapped away, and they're like, "Hey, we're making Black Panther 2." I didn't like that. That was kind of
Everyone knew there was gonna be a Black
I didn't
Panther
like
2 no
not
matter
knowing
what. That's the thing. Everybody
But
knew.
Yeah, but
too,
like I
like-
wish I didn't know that.
Everybody
long
knew
time
that.
ago.
Like that's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
By the
knew.
way, did you guys see the logo for Chadwick Boseman? By the way, you guys see
Oh
that?
yeah, I saw that this morning. I was happy. I smiled.
That
I
was
liked
dope.
The logo
That
for
was
who?
dope.
So you know how
They rearranged the logo.
so you know when Stanley died when they did the for when I don't think never mind I don't think you saw that one then because I think it was for Captain Marvel for the because you know how the Marvel Studios goes and it shows like all the scenes from the movies and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So for this one in particularly, and I think they only did it for Black Panther. If when you see it on Disney Plus, I don't know. It only showed when they
Oh, they
showed.
added to the movies too.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When it go so when it does the Marvel Studios part, instead of showing all the movie scenes, it's showing all of Chadwick Boseman stuff when he's in his time in the movies and all that stuff.
Oh,
And all
that's
that stuff.
awesome.
And all that
That's
stuff.
really cool.
And everything.
Yeah.
I felt
It was
I
pretty
love it.
dope.
I enjoy it. It's a beautiful thing. But no, what I'm saying is about that. It's like, of course, like all these movies got announced and all that stuff, but those got changed. That stuff got changed in that during that phase. Also, as I mentioned, 2 movies got added, 1 got removed, 1 got a name change, and all that stuff. 2 movies, or the Spider-Man movies, Homecoming, Far From Home. I got to stop doing that. The one that got removed was Inhumans and all that stuff because the TV show sucked. And the name change was originally the next the current the recent Avengers film was supposed to be Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. They dropped the Part 2 and then changed the second
And
one
became
to
Endgame.
Endgame and everything
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Didn't
So
the Doctor Strange sequel got changed too? The
no,
name?
no,
Wasn't it? I thought it was longer.
no, it's Multiverse of Madness, Darkness, whatever.
It's always been Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, it's always
I
been
thought it
like
was
that.
different.
That just got announced last year, so that and it hasn't changed.
No,
since.
no, that, but I thought it was originally different.
Oh, then,
Anyways.
and then also,
And didn't the
and then
so
also,
the Blade's gonna be part 5? Right?
hold on. And then also, since the fact of with Spider-Man being added to the mix, they changed release dates for those movies too, for some of those movies also after Infinity War. The movie's going after not Infinity War, Civil War, and all that stuff. And then so changing things is nothing stays the same. Hasn't stayed the same in the MCU when it comes to that. And
What is it about changing things?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking out. Right
I was like,
I'm just speaking out right now. I'm just like
I said I heard that they signed contracts here. Like they changed dates every. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. It's like
I was like, where is he going with this?
The fact that it's like all this stuff is happening. It's like, and especially like especially what you're saying with actors getting contracts for like long stuff. I mean, of course, the point of them to do that, even if like it's not even planned yet, is to have that set so that way they have the character ready, the actor ready for those movies.
No, I'm saying they can do that. Yeah, I'm saying I didn't like knowing that they signed a longer contract.
You didn't like that they signed a longer contract?
Why?
No, I said I don't like knowing that they signed a longer
That's what
contract.
that's what we're saying. That's
Because like we're doing
knowing
the snap thing, I'm like, oh, but they're gonna come. In the back of my mind, I was like, oh, they're gonna come back though. I like the feeling of like, are they gonna come back? I don't know. You know what I mean? Just like I knew, Chris Evans didn't sign a longer contract after game, and I was like, is he gonna die? Is he gonna survive? I don't know. I liked that feeling. You know what I mean?
So you like to be surprised? Like you don't like to know that
Yeah.
they're like things are gonna happen next.
you don't pay.
Yeah.
Because well, that's the thing. It's like you're like. That's why it's like, I don't pay attention to much of that stuff anymore because it's like, all I care about is the movie.
It
and all that
ruins the
stuff.
surprise.
Not,
Yeah,
not even
because
that.
it ruins the surprise kind of.
Like not even that for me. Like,
I
dude,
think
like,
it is.
so like all of the first 2, all 3 of these recent movies, I've read like almost every article on any like potential like rumor that led to like a potential spoiler. That didn't
Yeah.
upset me. It made me more excited for the movie and all that stuff. Because I want to see that stuff and everything like that. Because that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, we don't know. Like, we know. Like, what we know is more of characters of what's going where. We don't know the story of what's going on and all that stuff and everything like that.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't
no,
know.
that. But what I'm saying is, with Endgame, with Infinity War's ending being the whole snap thing, and then like, are they gonna be able to get the stones back? Which like we knew obviously it's Avengers movie. But anyways, like it's like, will some of them end up dying? Will some of them survive? Like that's the whole thing.
Well, see, that in particularly.
I'm not saying for every movie. Like I don't really care about just like if Spider-Man signs a new contract for the movie. I don't really care. But like I'm saying with that one in specific, because of what happened. You know what I mean? Like it was different. Like you're
I
not
mean,
just
I
gonna see
guess.
Spider-Man dying around a movie like for no reason. You know
I
what I
mean, I
mean?
guess. I mean, I
Like
guess.
when you go into a Spider-Man movie, there's no thought in the back of your head is Spider-Man gonna get killed. Like that's
You
not
don't
like a
know
option
that.
in your head.
You don't know
Yeah, but
that.
like you don't think about that.
You don't.
Are you just
Well, of
walking into
course you're
movies
not
like, damn,
supposed.
Iron Man could die
You're
in
not.
Iron Man 2? And
You're
like,
not supposed to think of that and all that stuff.
yeah, but the way Infinity War and Endgame was like that was like a possibility. Like you
Yeah,
never
because it's
knew.
supposed to keep you guessing. It's supposed to. And all that stuff. No matter what. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I just said. I'm saying
But
because
what
I knew
I'm
they
trying to
signed a
get
longer
at.
contract.
Who cares about the contracts? The thing is what I was trying to get at originally with this is like people that say like I know people. There's contracts. There's all this other stuff and everything like that. There's a potential. There's these upcoming movies that are coming out and everything like that. I don't care and all that stuff. I'm in the moment of watching something that just happened and I'm still upset about it and all that stuff and everything like that. Because the fact of like half the freaking universe got destroyed and all that stuff and everything like that, and I'm literally had a tear in my eye when that happened and all that stuff
Really?
and everything. Because like half of this thing, it's not. I don't care about this. For me in particularly, I don't care about what's happening in the future and all that stuff and
Did you
everything like
talk
that.
about when Iron Man died too?
No, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started with
You
Endgame.
cried too?
Don't get me started with
Damn.
Endgame. Don't get me started with Endgame.
But I think what Manny's coming from is the fact is that he knows just from their contract, he's just like, oh
Yeah,
well, I
just
guess they're
like with
coming back
No, I
then.
know.
yeah, just like
Like
with
you
wrestling
know,
nowadays. Like when I was younger, it's like, oh damn, is Psycho Sid gonna sign with WWF or is he gonna go to WCW? Like nowadays, you know, because like everything's so much publicized, like weeks in advance. Like you get very rare surprise pops because like when AJ did Royal Rumble, like nobody really knew because they kept it in wraps.
I
But like a lot
love
of signings are
I
like
love the
done in
fact
public. It's
I
kind of
love
like the same thing.
I love the fact that you're trying to compare a wrestling contract with a movie contract. Those are two
Well, no, kind of
things.
like not. I'm saying like for the surprise factor, not
But
like it's exactly the same, but like surprise factor.
but
here's the
what
thing.
I'm trying to
Go ahead, Isaac. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it would be nice to have like that Game of Thrones secrecy. Now every episode you watch from Game of Thrones,
Yeah,
you never knew what was gonna happen. You're like, is this dude gonna die? Is that dude gonna die? Oh my god, is Jon Snow even
yeah,
gonna come
exactly.
back? Like, you know, you never had any kind of spillage of like their contracts, uh nothing. Like people try their hardest to get like spoilers and they're very minimal. See with Avengers, and I see where Manny's coming from, with Marvel, if someone's like contract ends, you're just like, well, they must be dead because they must not be in the movie anymore. I see where Ricky's coming from because I know that factor is that he might know what might happen, wants to see how it happens, and so I think there's just two different viewers between you guys of
Yeah,
how you watch movies.
But then again, also
Either or.
But then again, there's also this. Movie TV contracts are not actually publicized. They're not announced like how like uh sports contracts are in the NFL or in stuff like that. It's just somehow people are able to like reporters are just somehow able to get it. They're never announced. Those are not announced of like they
no, I
signed
know
and all
that.
stuff
I'm
and
not
everything.
saying like they're like. I'm not saying Marvel's coming out. I'm just saying I don't like knowing the fact because I find articles. I'm like, oh snap! Now I know they're signing on
That's
the
what
thing. I'm not saying the world feels this way. I said in my opinion,
I get
as
that.
in me, my feelings about this.
No. And I say, and I'm understanding that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying like what I'm trying to get out of it, all that stuff. And I'm just saying that just happens and all that stuff. It's just like, and yes, I can understand you. I'm understanding you. Like, yeah, you knowing that can upset you and everything like that. For me nowadays and all that stuff, I just try to avoid that as much as possible. If I end up seeing it, I'm just not gonna look at the article and all that stuff because I don't
Yeah.
want to know I don't want to know more about it. I've done that more now
Yeah,
and everything like that because it's like there's certain things I don't want to know and all that stuff. And it's like most publications
yeah,
that I read and all that stuff, they're gonna post that stuff because they're gonna have to and all that stuff because that's that person's job, journalist
yeah.
job, no
It's a
matter
news
what,
article.
and all that stuff and everything
Yeah,
like that. But when I see it, I normally nowadays I just skip it because it's like I don't need to know about it and all that stuff. Like and all that stuff and so it's like and everything. I'll still read like stuff about if a potential character is gonna come up into these things and what it could lead to because that brings in theories of what it could be, or what the story could be, and all that stuff. For me, at
I'm
least.
okay with that, like whole like uh theories and stuff, like because that's not it set in stone. But like I'm saying contract wise, but like
Yeah,
theory
yeah,
wise, I'm okay with that. Like,
yeah.
oh,
No,
is this character gonna appear in the next phase? I'm like okay with that. Like I'll watch those videos, I'll read the articles, but like
yeah. It's like it's
yeah,
more of. You know what I'm saying. I'm just saying more of like from.
that does get me excited though,
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no,
seeing
no.
like theories and stuff.
No, I get that, and it's like I'm just saying it's like I think for me now it's like if someone said if I see an announcement of like so and so's signed on to this to do this movie or show and all that stuff, even if it's MCU related, I'm just gonna see the article.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna look at the headline on my tweet and all that stuff and just move on to the next thing and all that stuff. I don't need to know more details about it and all that stuff. If it's like if they somehow find out that it's like oh it's this term they're doing this number of stuff and everything like that and everything. But it's like for me though for contracts and particularly especially in especially nowadays with the MCU for how that works how I see it, it's kind of good to know because you get to because like I remember when I think it was after Iron Man 1 and it got talked about it got in the news about Samuel Jackson doing a 5 to 8 movie deal with Marvel and everything. And
Damn.
when I first saw that, I was more curious to know of what movies he would be in and all that stuff and what could they do with him and all that stuff. Where would they place him and all that stuff. That's where it's like I see the benefit of that in a bit. And like again, Manny, like I get how you
Yeah, as in like new characters. I
you know
get new characters
well
like that
no
because they didn't say, oh, he's gonna be
well
Nick Fury, right?
no
Did they say?
this was after the whole Nick Fury
No.
thing.
Oh, this was after. Oh, okay. Never
I
mind.
just I just said it was after Iron Man 1 and he was that's when he came in because after the that was his end credit that was the end
Oh,
credit
right,
scene.
right. Yeah,
That was the end
that's when
credit
he
scene.
said the Avengers Initiative, and
Yeah.
then yeah,
That
he's
was
like,
the
I
end
don't like
credit
cooking
scene
things. Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. So it's like that fact that it's like he's already he came in and said Nick Fury. The fact that he signed this, like I said, I don't remember the exact number of movies and all that stuff, but it was more than 5 if I remember correctly. Uh, that lead, like I said, what Manny talks about it makes total sense and all that stuff and everything. But also like the positive of how I see it is what could he be in and all that stuff. What are the possibilities of what he could be in and all that stuff. So if it's like if I had say if like Chris Evans did renew his contract, but it's not and everything like that, but it's and everything like that. Now, could lead to 15 million that could mean to like another solo movie or he could just join in other movies.
Alternate universe.
He could be in other movies. He could have signed a deal and he's probably part in Falcon and Winter Soldier probably and everything like that. And all that stuff. And all
Or
that
hear
stuff.
me out.
Oh no.
Hear me out. Fantastic Four. They're bringing
Who?
back
I
the
hate
old
you.
band.
I hate you. I hate you. No. No. No.
Yeah.
I think he's past that. I think he's past
You think
that.
he's past that?
He's
You don't
past
think
that.
he's just in there? He's like, man, if I had another chance, that movie would
No.
be so awesome.
No, I think he's good.
You don't think?
I think he's good. He had his comic book moment now with Captain and everything like that.
You
I
know,
think he's good.
if he's just like, if I had another crack at it, I can knock it out of the park. You
No,
don't think?
no.
You
Unless there's a new news article and then like from an interview him saying like if he had another crack saying that then maybe and all that stuff. But it's so far.
So you don't think Chris Evans is sitting at home right now? You don't think he's sitting at home? He's just like, man, if I had one more chance. You
No,
don't think?
no, he's
You don't
not.
think?
No, he's not. I think he's
Oh,
fine.
boy.
I think he's fine now. He's doing some he's done some other projects and all that stuff. And, I know he's done some acting during directing during MCU times too, and all that stuff. And
Oh, okay.
What do you direct?
Snowblinder, I think it's called, if I remember correctly.
Binder?
Snowpiercer?
Snowpiercer. There we go. Snowpiercer.
Oh, because he was in the original
in the
movie.
original.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
that was him. He was part of that. He directed also.
You know that connects to Willy Wonka, right?
Don't. Let's
No,
not.
it's not.
Let's not.
No, we're not.
That
Let's
yes,
not.
it does.
Let's not.
Yes, it does. I'm a solid believer that Snowpiercer the movie connects to Willy Wonka. Anyways,
What? How the
Oh,
hell?
No, man, Isaac, don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you
I
the
don't
link.
know
There's the
anything.
link.
I don't know what he's talking about in the first place. So let's not go into this. and all that stuff
Yeah,
and
I'll send
everything
you the link. It makes sense.
and everything.
Um,
But what I was gonna say, like I said, it's learning about how the MCU works and all that stuff can be a good thing and a bad thing. In all honesty, and all that stuff. Like
yeah,
we know what's coming out in the future right now, movies and TVs officially. We know what's in the pipe. We know what could be in the pipeline and all that stuff. Um,
Hey,
and
what's happening with Blade? By the way,
Blade
is
is
anything else been said? No, huh?
Blade is happening.
That's phase 5, though, huh?
It's not phase 4. Current. It's not current
It's
phase 4.
phase probably
It's
like
in
5 or 6. Huh?
all I know. Most like I think 5. I hope it's 5. In all honesty, because I really
I
want
hope
to
so
see
too.
it.
I want to see it fast.
The fact it's Mahershala Ali doing Blade, I'm excited for this and everything because he's a
Are,
What
really
else
are
is
they
good
there?
making
actor.
that? Are they making
What
that a
movies are
regular
there?
PG-13 movie, or
I
are they
will.
going rated R?
I will be fine if it's PG-13. In all honesty, I will be fine
Yeah,
with
I
that.
was just wondering.
I will be fine with
I
that.
mean,
We've had
I
we've
heard
had.
I heard Deadpool 3 is supposed to be rated R.
There we go. That's what I was going to mention. That's what I meant to mention. So
Yeah, we already argued about that one already, or not argued, had a
no,
discussion.
not argued, but apparently it's a fish. 3 is happening.
Yeah, and
There's a
actually 3 is
writer.
gonna be rated R
They
too.
got a writer and everything. They got a writer. They just
Yeah.
need a director, and then it's from the people. The script writers are the people that do that wrote Bob's Burgers and everything. So that's gonna be I mean,
Burgers?
yeah, Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Have you not seen that show?
Okay.
No,
I've seen the show. I just
yeah,
went from that to that, and I'm just like, what?
yeah. So I'm in. It is most likely going to be a Marvel Studios thing. It's technically our first mutant in the MCU, too.
Yep.
Um,
Unless my theory is right, then second.
what's the
Just
first?
saying.
What's the first?
Ursa Major, he's gonna be in Black Widow.
Who?
Ursa Major is gonna be
Oh,
in Black
he,
Widow. He's gonna be in Black Widow, dude.
he's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be in
in.
Black Widow.
I don't know. I'm not gonna try to delve deep into this right now.
I'm
Honestly,
just I'm gonna
I
have
gotta
to
stare at
pull
the
up
game.
some articles and I'm gonna have to talk to you guys. I'm just saying all the evidence is there, locations there, friendships there, connections are there. I'm just saying. Anyways, moving past that.
But it just means if it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
and
Anyways,
that also depends on if we ever see that movie.
dude, that movie's like the Steelers Ravens game. It's just getting pushed back. Um.
I kid you not. It's gonna be a full week before that game gets played. That game was supposed to be on Thursday. It got moved to Sunday. Now it got moved to Tuesday. It got moved to Tuesday, and now it went. As of
Dude,
today, it's supposed to be Wednesday. I swear to God,
dude,
y'all.
that
It's not even.
I'm
And
just
you know
saying.
what's sad about it? It's not even It's not even the Steelers' fault. The Ravens can't get
Exactly. This is the second time too.
The Ravens can't get their COVID stuff together. They really can't.
I'm just saying, Ravens forfeit the game, dude. Just forfeit the game, Ravens. I
I'm
mean,
sorry. No, don't
How
even-
would you? How would you feel, Manny, if the Steelers lost to the Ravens?
after
oh,
all
dude, I'm
this?
quitting life.
After
No,
all this?
After all
quitting.
this,
I'm
after
just
this
going.
hot
I'm
streak
going
they
off the
had,
grid. I'm going off the grid.
Oh my
I'm going off the
God!
grid.
After three delays,
I'm just gonna.
because as of right now, as of when this recording is uploaded on and everything like that, that's and everything too. Um, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. The game's happening and everything like that.
I mean, yeah.
And the
I mean,
undefeated.
anyways,
I'm gonna-
going into this, it's a lose-lose for the Steelers.
and,
Anyways,
and the all no.
honestly,
So
it's a lose-lose. Because look, if we win, announcers gonna be like, "Oh, well, they beat a Ravens team that wasn't able to practice, and half of them weren't there." And then if we win, they're like, "Well, they beat a Ravens team that wasn't 100%." You know what I mean? Like it's lose-lose either way.
it's
Like we're not getting credit for beating the Ravens either way. Same thing happened with the first game we played against the Ravens.
but if you
They're like,
lose,
"Well."
but if you lose though, if you lose, that is gonna be so
That would be an upset.
crazy. That would be so
Yeah.
crazy. Nearly a whole week of not getting to be able to play this game, and the day comes and
and then to beat you.
your undefeated
Yeah.
season is gone. No, though, like I know you don't care much about the undefeated season and all that stuff and everything, but
Nah.
the fact that you're
I
lost,
have a projection we're going to lose at least 2 games this season.
the fact that you're lost though, one of your potential losses could be this game right here. Oh my god.
Yeah, because of the pushbacks. Yeah, because I already have a. Originally had us marked against the loss against Baltimore second game, and a loss against Colts
Oh,
later on in the
So
season.
and
so
then
you already prepared yourself
My official
emotionally
my
if it
official
really
pre-
happens.
my official prediction my official prediction was we were gonna lose against the Colts and we are gonna lose against the Baltimore second game.
so
But
also with that, it also with now this game being now on Wednesday, there's also shifts to the upcoming week games. So I think your Steelers game, your next Steelers game is pushed to Monday. And then the Ravens next game was pushed to Tuesday, the following Tuesday, and all that stuff. So like, I swear to God, this game needs to happen no matter what. I mean, the Broncos the Broncos played with none of their quarterbacks, their starting quarterbacks, because of COVID
Oh my god.
exactly.
and all that stuff. They had to pull
Quarterback.
someone. They
Yeah.
had to pull someone from the practice squad against and everything like that. Yes, on Sunday
Exactly.
and all that stuff, and still played the game and everything like that. We got the freaking. We have
Didn't the Raiders play with COVID? The Raiders played the Chiefs with COVID. Or not with COVID,
no,
like
no, no. That was pre.
with
That was
someone having COVID.
no one had COVID.
That was like their first game. Didn't somebody have COVID before the game happened?
Well, it was all they were all on the reserve list and all that stuff and everything like that for that whole week
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And then like
Yeah. I think-
there was no because like that's the thing. That's the thing of that's what's different between those games and this current game in particularly. Your game in particularly. On the Ravens side most likely though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's either a player or a personnel, whether it be front office or someone, tested positive on those following days leading up to the game and all that stuff. They kept testing positive.
Yeah.
Coming to the Raiders game in particularly, someone did test positive. They quarantined for that whole week. They kept testing though, but no one tested positive that following week. That's why they were still able to play on Sunday and all that stuff.
Because you know why? The Raiders know how to manage their team. Baltimore should take the loss. Just saying. I'm just saying. They should take the loss. They don't know how to manage their team. They should just take a bye.
The Raiders did have a potential super spreader event with this fundraiser they had earlier in the season and all that stuff because some of the players weren't wearing masks and everything like that and all that stuff. So I mean, we have our issues. We have our issues right there and all that stuff.
Yeah, but when it came down to it, you guys knew how to handle it.
It was better.
You guys handled it, and you guys got past it, and you guys were able to play. Ravens apparently can't handle their team. Ravens just pack it up. Just pack it.
Like
just go back to Baltimore. Nobody wants you.
It's
Oh my god.
Honestly, like this is the first time they've gone in this situation. Like, this would make more sense to blame him more and more and more and more. Like, this is their fault in general. If like this is a recurring thing, like week after week, and all that stuff.
Apparently it is.
Well, not really. Like this, it's just this.
Don't know how to
It's just this. This one game in particularly that it had to happen because somebody because now other people. Well, and then of course we have to know also like coronavirus overall has risen. Cases have risen up overall and all that stuff in an overall basis. So there is that on top of it. So it's like yes, you can blame the Ravens on all that stuff, but.
Oh, I'm blaming the Ravens.
Well, of course you're gonna blame the Ravens no matter what. So you don't count technically, and all that stuff. You don't count on technicality if you're gonna blame them no matter what.
All fans
I do want to call the Raiders and tell them what happened last week because that was embarrassing. It's just
I kid you not. I didn't.
You saw the Bears game?
I was asleep. I was asleep during that game. All I know is I woke up. I got on Twitter. And the next thing I know, I just noticed is that Raiders are bad, are not doing good. I'm like, can't be that bad. Check the score. I'm like, okay.
43-6, man. Okay. I was just like, this is a high school game.
Okay. I'm like, hey, it's just a blunder. That's it. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, we all had bad games. We all had bad games. We had a bad game.
Stuff.
Yeah, the Dallas game. That game was garbage.
I mentioned it to my dad, and he was just like, "Don't talk about it." I was just like, "Oh, okay." Damn, he was that serious.
Oh yeah, of course he's gonna be. I know.
Some 49er
NFL,
fans
you
were
gotta
coming
make
out
sure
of the
Ravens take
bushes and being like, "Yeah," we're just like, "Shut up, sit down."
I don't care anymore.
Finally win one game.
Honestly, Niner fans, I don't care about. I really don't.
Wow.
I
Damn.
honestly don't. Well, no,
It was a good day for them.
Here's the thing. Like, congratulations on your win. You won by kicking a field goal and everything like that. It could have went to overtime and everything like that. You beat the Rams and all that stuff. That's congratulations and all that stuff. But come on now, like you got Richard Sherman back also. That's a positive to that and everything and all that stuff. But it's like some Niner fans. I'm not gonna say most. Some and all that stuff like are taking this like to the roof and everything like that and all that stuff. Like they just won the Super Bowl even though they didn't and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
And they love the comment like, "And Raiders
and then
lost."
that's the thing,
and
and that's the thing, and that's the thing. Like when they see they win a game and then they see us lose and badly and all that stuff. And against the Falcons, yes, granted, not a good team and all that stuff, but they do have good players and all that stuff, and everything.
True.
And all that stuff. But it's at the same time, it's like it's this is what happens towards the end of the season, anyways. Like there's gonna be one of these mishaps of where one of the badder teams are gonna upset a potential playoff team and all that stuff and everything like that. And that just happened to happen to the Raiders and all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna be upset about it.
Like,
we still
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to us.
We still got 5 more games. I forget what week we're on right now. And I have no issue with the result and all that stuff. In all honesty, I'm just saying it's like for a team that's not in the playoff, still technically in the playoff month by how the numbers work and everything like that, stuff. Unless you're the Jaguars, and the Jets, and
no, dude, Jets are making it the play. Well, Jets are winning the Super Bowl, dude.
Dude, they are.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jets are undefeated. Jets are undefeated.
Yeah, in the number 1 pick for the draft. And all that stuff.
Dude, I remember looking at the stuff and I was like, "Damn, Jets are undefeated too." I was like, "Oh wait, never mind." I was like, "Oh, yes, okay."
0-11, yeah.
When I first glanced, I was like, "They're undefeated." I was like, "Oh wait, never mind, they're not." I was like, "That's not right."
Dolphins are
okay.
Dolphins are putting up a pretty good damn fight.
Okay.
Which I'm
I
pretty impressed by.
I take back everything I just said about the Niners. They're only 5.
Why?
They're 5 and 6.
What?
They're 5 and 6.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, and all that stuff. So they have a.
They made it sound like if they weren't winning at all. They made it sound like they were having a jet season.
A lot of people said make it sound like it
Compared to last season.
And also, I mean,
Compared
they're
to
not.
last season.
Oh yeah, compared to last season, yeah, they're not doing good at all, and also. But then again, you lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This tends to happen when you lose the Super Bowl the previous season.
True.
All that stuff. These are facts. These are facts and all that stuff. Look at the Raiders when they lost the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay Bucks. We haven't won.
Exactly. There's 2 things I know for sure about football. It's 1, if you lose the Super Bowl, you're doing horrible next season.
That's true.
And it's 2, no double dipping. Look at the Seahawks.
Look at the Patriots, dude. They always go back.
That's different.
That's different this season.
Patriots are a different team.
Seahawks.
Patriots aren't a football team.
Seahawks double dipping.
When they went back to back, and then they almost went back to back and just.
Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah. I said no double dipping.
Oh
no,
yeah.
Patriots are 5 and 6.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't have Tom Brady anymore.
Dude, it's all about them. It's all about Tampa Bay, dude. It's all about Tampa Bay.
Oh my gosh.
What is their record?
Not good.
Who?
For the people they got, not good.
For Tampa?
Yeah. For the people they got, not good. I mean, they got Tom Brady, they got Antonio Brown, they got Gronkowski.
Actually, they're not bad. It's 7 and 5.
Yes.
They're good right now.
That's not bad.
They should have won way more games.
That's not bad.
They're still in the running.
Aren't they? Oh, they're a couple games behind the Saints. Never mind. They got Walker.
Aren't the Raiders still in talks if a Week 18 happens? Because aren't they going to add one more team if Week 18 happens? I know there's some weird stipulation on Week 18 that if it goes to Week 18, you're going to add some more teams or something like that.
Week 18 has to happen if a game doesn't if one of the games have to get postponed or something.
Yeah, but I heard they were supposed to do something.
No, you're not. No, no,
Can't
no.
remember what. It was on the
For
McAfee show.
no, no, no.
It was on the McAfee show. They were talking about something about a team.
No, no, no. So, and I think it's particularly with this whole Steelers Ravens thing too. Also, the fact that what's supposed to happen was what it potentially could happen is you add in another team to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
How does
not
that work?
it's not a week 18 situation. So currently, thank you for you bringing this up because I did happen to pull off the playoff picture on the NFL page. Um, Give me so right now it's it's 7 teams on each conference to make it into the playoffs and everything. So
Yeah.
you'll have your divisional winners and then 2 wild cards if I'm looking at this correctly. East, north, south, wait, north, west, south, east. My bad. 3 wild cards. On that, you get 3 wild cards, and I think the top seed gets the bye on that part
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So I don't know how that works. So I think if an eighth gets added in, I think how it works is let me double check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Doesn't the first seed get a bye taken away, right?
Most likely, if I'm
Because the first seed had
most
to
likely,
play.
so
Yeah.
you'll have to play it like 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6,
Yeah.
5 versus 4, and all that stuff. Like how you see in like basketball and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that
Because if we went undefeated and that happens, we still have to play. We don't get a bye.
you would have to play. Yeah, you don't get a bye, pretty much. Looking
Yeah.
at in the Steelers' point of view, and everything.
Yeah.
So, it does
Because we don't need one.
and it does open up, but it opens up the scenario for more teams for other teams to get into the playoffs. So, like particularly for the Raiders right now, that would be that scenario would be potentially nice to have because we're as of right now we're out of the playoff picture and all that stuff.
Yeah. Wouldn't that add you guys in? Right?
With that law, no,
Or potentially.
Well, it depends. It depends on if your freaking game actually happens tomorrow on Wednesday and all that stuff. Because right now
I'm just saying.
we're currently
take the last.
we're currently the 9th seed and all that stuff, and the Ravens are the 8th
Mhm.
seed and all that stuff because they haven't played their game yet and all that stuff. And that
Damn.
and
So
all that
you
stuff.
guys want us to beat the Ravens?
Please? Because
I
that'd be
mean,
nice.
on my schedule, we have 2 L's on my schedule this year.
I don't care
That's
about
Baltimore's second game and the Colts.
I don't. Well, you better change that L to a W because, like, I would love to see our team make it to the playoffs because we actually do have a good team
Yeah.
and everything.
I mean,
Texans out of the playoff picture. That's crazy. Yeah, and that also does bring up potentiality for the Niners too. Unfortunately,
wait, if we take an L next game, does Kansas City take first seed or do we still have first seed?
it'll be a tie, but I don't know where the tiebreaker comes in because you guys haven't played.
Oh, okay.
Because since you guys don't play, since you guys don't play each other this season, I don't know. Normally, how that would work is say if you guys did, that would decide the tiebreaker overall. But let me see here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, wait. Tiebreaker procedures. The one already makes no sense to me. The division champion with the best record. 2, the division champion with the second best record. 3, the division champion with the third best record. Wait. Oh, my bad. I read that wrong. That's what it means of the playoffs.
I was like, what?
That's playoffs. That's like the seedings.
Yeah.
How that works. My bad.
Yeah. I was like, wait, how do you?
No, because I was like, how is that a
tie?
tiebreak? I was thinking that too. I was like, because it's like it just says tiebreaking procedures, and then like the next part it says the 7 postseason participants in each conference. I'm like, oh, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, the reason it's tied because they tied in points. I was like, how do you?
Okay, here we go. 2 clubs.
Flip a coin.
2 clubs, particularly Steelers and Chiefs. Head to head, which would not count because you guys are not playing. So the next thing about that would be the best win-loss tie percentage in games played within your division. I think that will give you the heads up.
Okay.
That will give you more of the heads up.
Yeah, it would.
Because they have.
Because as of right
because
We haven't lost against our division.
yeah, and they have lost. They have a lot. They have a loss in their division, for the Chiefs,
Who
the Raiders.
who did they lose against? I know they lost against you guys.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Never mind.
That's
Yeah,
it.
never mind.
That one
Never mind.
loss is that one loss is a
Yeah.
division. So like you're both 10 and so say if you end up being you both being 10-1 as of after that game, you would still have the number 1 seed because that one loss to the Chiefs is.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ravens are a division.
That's a division. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
so that
It'd
would
be like if we beat the Ravens and then lost to the Colts, we'd have the first seed overall because Colts aren't in our division, so that'd be okay. But the Ravens are. You know what I mean?
yeah, in a way. So now
Yeah.
if you do lose to the Ravens, that is a division loss. That goes to the next tiebreaker, which would be best win-loss tied percentage in common games.
Which I guess we'd still have. They'd be still tied, right?
Number
If we
4,
both went.
I don't know what common games means.
That's
the thing.
That means regular games. I think. I think that means games played
What?
outside of the division.
Non-division?
Yeah, I think that's what that means.
That's a tie still, because
And that's a tie still.
So-
What the crap?
okay, next. Oh my God!
Oh my god.
No,
They're just gonna
watch.
flip a coin.
Watch. Because listen to this. Why am I fuzzy all of a sudden?
Yeah, you're hella blurry.
Oh, that's okay. That's new.
So, as of right now, Ricky's can. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there you
Ricky's
go.
clearing
There we
it.
go. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For audio listeners, my camera was blurry for a good minute. Okay. Number 4, I don't know if how this would work. Best win-loss
Another
tied.
tie?
No, listen. Best win-loss tied percentage in games played within the conference.
I think that's still a tie.
No, it's yeah.
no,
no,
give it to the Chiefs.
no,
Give it to the Chiefs.
No, it's still a tie. It's still a tie technically.
Are Colts in our conference?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still tied.
Well, and
I thought the Colts weren't in our conference.
our losses to the Chiefs' losses to the Raiders, which is still technically within the conference too, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And your
so that gave us the advantage.
And then your losses to the Ravens, which is still within the conference.
Oh yeah, I was going off of if we lost to the Colts. Yeah.
Cool.
At this point, we
Okay.
would have had to lose to the Ravens.
Let's get
so
the
yeah, we're
Colts.
still in tie.
Let's get the Colts out of this right now. We're talking about
Okay.
what
okay.
it would
Talk
look
about
like
the Ravens game.
after the Ravens game. So number 5 is
Okay.
strength of victory.
What? What the crap? Just making up rules.
No, this is that. No.
And
these
they're
are
like,
not me.
nobody's gonna get past
This
4.
is really deep right now. This
Okay,
is really deep football talk.
This is really deep football talk. Apologies for everyone.
I bet you the
You're
I
getting
bet you
real
the people
technical
at
now.
NFL were like,
Real technical.
everybody's like, they're like, there's no way they're getting past 4. They're like, let's just make 5 just bull crap. They're like,
So okay, I just
they're
pulled
like,
it up.
who played the best?
I just pulled it up right now.
Now they're reaching. They're reaching now.
I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah.
It's an actual thing. Strength of victory is the combined win-loss tied percentage of all teams that a club has defeated.
Wait.
I'm so confused.
Okay.
Hold on. The best win-loss tie of all the clubs that. Okay, so then they're taking all the win-losses that the defeated teams that we played have. Right?
I'm guessing.
That's what that would mean. Because they're saying best win-loss tie that the clubs defeated. So then they're taking all the people that lost to us and adding up their win-loss record, and then adding the Chiefs' win-loss record losers to see who played the best teams. I guess that's what that means, because like that would mean that they're playing the best teams and then they. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess.
That does make sense. Because it would be like if I don't know who the Chiefs played, but like it's like Colts, Packers, Giants, Jets, blah blah blah. Then
okay.
they would add up all their win losses, and then if our win losses of our opponents
Okay.
were better than theirs, we would get it.
I think I got
think-
something. This is an article from SB Nation. Very, very good site, honestly, for those who don't know who
It is. It is.
Strength of victory. This is the opposite win percentage of the opponent's of the opponents the team has beaten over the course of the regular season. Here's an example. By week 13, uh, Oakland has beaten 10 teams with a combined record of 68 76, which gives the Raiders a 0.472 strength of victory. Okay.
Yeah, see,
I think
it's
what
your
you just said,
opponent's
right?
win-loss tie record. Yeah.
Combined.
So then I think Chiefs will beat us in that occasion
That depends on who they played.
because the Chiefs has played way more better teams than we have.
And all that stuff. So
We had like Jets,
okay,
Bengals.
we're doing this after.
Uh,
Let's just move on. We'll figure this out. We're getting too deep.
not because we had
I'm just doing
No,
equations
Manny,
in my
Manny,
mind.
Manny,
Dallas.
Manny, you keep going. I'm gonna start doing the numbers, and I don't want to do this in this episode. I don't want to do the numbers right now.
Bust out the calculator.
I don't want to toss out the calculator right now.
Let's
not toss
here,
out the
let's start with
calculator.
the easiest one. Jets are 0-10.
Oh my god! I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Don't get me wrong. I kind of want to do this, but I'm not doing it on this podcast, on this episode right now, and all that stuff.
Okay, well, let's just pray that we beat Baltimore, so we don't have to
Here's
go through all
what we'll
this
do.
crap.
I will do the numbers while we get into the next stuff and everything like that, and then I'll talk about it after the podcast.
Okay. Well, in the Utah desert, I think it was probably a month ago, a strange monolith appeared. It looked chrome, of that stature. I don't know how tall it was. I just know it was a really tall monolith in the middle of the Utah desert. People don't know how it got there. Nobody knows why it was there. But a couple days ago, it went missing, and now there's a chrome triangle, a pyramid, just in the same exact spot as the monolith. I think it's aliens. You guys' thoughts?
Fortnite related. I'm just kidding.
Aliens. Fortnite aliens.
It's like Fortnite
Hey,
season.
No, there is
Could be.
There
Honestly,
is some
it
facts
could
to that. There is some like backstory to that. In all honesty,
be. Yeah, dude. Kevin the Monolith.
Aliens in Fortnite?
It's gonna be Kevin the Monolith. Just
so
saying.
Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 4, if I remember correctly, or 5, could be one of those two. It's that was the introduction of no, that one, yeah, but it was the introduction of rifts in the game.
That was season 5.
Okay, 5. Leading up,
Season 5 was the one I first made it all the way 100.
You
That's
done?
all I know.
Leading up to season 5.
And then I was just
I hate you all. Leading up to season 5, there were objects that were based in the game in real world settings. There was the llama.
What?
The llama was in like in a phone booth in England,
Las Vegas.
or France. No,
There was one in Vegas too.
It was in Europe. This one, the one I'm talking
Which was
about
one
right
in
now,
Vegas?
there wasn't one in Vegas. There was one in the California desert.
Yeah, there was one in the Vegas desert.
The Bird Burger.
California desert. There you go.
California desert. Where you get
Oh, it was the Durr Burger.
Durr Burger? It was a
That's
Durr.
close
It was
to
a
that,
Durr
to the-
Burger, like the actual burger, to look like a burger and all that stuff and everything. There was that, and
There was the police cars too around the Durr Burger.
and some
There was the Fortnite police cars.
there was some stuff like that. So that was like
And some
that stuff
in the
was
city.
stuff in the real world and everything like that. No, it was like a promotional thing to lead up to season 5 and all that stuff because it was talking about that and all that stuff. So that's the little Fortnite backstory to that's the little Fortnite thing I got to it and all stuff. And I'm gonna get back to these numbers. But it could be.
Okay, well,
But it could be.
yeah, it could be aliens, could be Fortnite. In my personal opinion, it's a magnet. We are getting closer to a black hole than we were supposed to be. I think the aliens are trying to lure us into a black hole to invade our planet. Anyways, Isaac, what's your opinion?
God damn it.
oh, seems like someone opened up a portal and now it's there. And
It could be like Land of the Lost, the movie Will Ferrell. Remember the little portal thing? And then it was like a dude trapped in the other dimension, and he's like, "I need your help," and then they're like,
Not gonna lie.
"He's a prisoner."
Russians, man. The Russians be crazy. They trying to do some crazy things.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Epstein's in there. Who knows?
Oh Jesus, he can stay there.
I mean, Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, um,
Oh my God, no, we're
but
not.
yeah, that's we're not gonna get into that topic. Um, so that's the episode. We hope you guys had a little laugh, a little fun, and we hope that you guys were able to get a little bit away from the world that we're living in right now. It's getting kind of
Wow.
crazy. Um, we hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys laughed a little bit and enjoyed yourself. So thank you for watching. This is the No Name Podcast. Signing off. Me, Ricky, Isaac.
I'm already gonna say this now. It's not looking good for the Steelers.
I
I'm
can tell. We
I'm
played bad teams in the
I'm
beginning.
4 teams
We don't
in.
have good teams until the end of the season.
I'm 4 teams in, and looking at their records, like this is not looking good for you.
Yeah, dude, we played horrible teams at the beginning of the season. Like
All
the end
right,
of the season is all the hard teams that we actually have to play. Anyways, signing off. Hope you guys had a good time. Any last words?
this is the way.